The opinions expressed in the following program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of Rogers or Rogers TV.
Pickering is poised for a by-election Monday, January the 25th. Residents will once again go to the polls to choose a new city councillor for Ward 1. Now, regional councillor for Ward 1 Jennifer O'Connell was elected in the October 19th federal election. Ward 1 city councillor Kevin Ash was then appointed to fill in for O'Connell, leaving the local seat up for grabs. Pickering's Ward 1 is roughly bounded by Fairport Road and Frenchman's Bay to the east, the City of Toronto to the west, Lake Ontario to the south, and to the north. The line follows Shepherd Avenue to Rosebank and north to the CPR tracks. 11 of the 12 candidates recently dropping by the Rogers TV studios accepting our offer for free airtime. Here now are their messages.
Good day. My name is Tate Beso, and I'm running for local council in Pickering's Ward 1 by-election on January 25th. Myself and my family have made the West Shore community our home for over the last 10 years, and together we've seen it grow and prosper. Over those 10 years, I've also extensively volunteered in my community, serving as both chair of Doors Open Pickering 2013, as well as served as chair of the Heritage Pickering Advisory Committee for 2 of the 4 years of our term. During the volunteer experience, I was able to work with local residents, City of Pickering staff, and City of Pickering city councilors in order to achieve quantifiable results. Some of those results were the historical designation of the Nesbitt Newman Historical House on Park Crescent, as well as the successful event of the Doors Open Pickering 2013 that was both came in under budget, as well as being widely attended by various members of the community. I feel that the biggest issue facing Ward 1 residents is that of high taxation for property taxes. The solution to this is to encourage business growth. As Ward 1 councillor, I would encourage business growth by working with businesses to promote the competitive advantages that Pickering already has, as well as working with the rest of council to create an environment that economically would make businesses consider Pickering and be more viable. Through going door to door, I've also listened to a lot of your traffic concerns that you have. I will work with Durham Regional Police to come up with practical solutions for everyone. Thank you, and consider voting Tate Beso for your Ward 1 City Councillor on January 25th.
Hello, I'm Maurice Brenner, a resident of Ward 1 for over 30 years, and your former councillor for Ward 1 for 21 years. Pickering is a great place to live, but I feel we can do better. We face many challenges, and as your councillor, I'm committed to finding solutions. I, like you, have been impacted by the continued yearly property tax increases. My goal is to reduce that burden on each of us by developing an economic development strategy that will help to find more manufacturing and more industrial jobs in our community. These type of businesses help to reduce the tax burden. I will ensure responsible spending through an upfront budget approach, consulting on a regular basis with the residents of Ward 1 prior to the budget meetings. Many of our communities are looking for solutions to safety problems. Cars speeding through, causing risk to your families, to your children. Having successfully implemented in Ward 1 traffic calming and community safety audits, it's my objective to work with each community and find local solutions. I don't take no for an answer. I'm committed to change. The demographics of our communities are changing. We need to find ways to help people remain in their homes. I will work to promote more accessible housing options through meetings with the Durham Home Builders Association and to advocate for more supportive housing, regardless of whose mandate it is. You'll never hear me say it's not my job. Gridlock creates daily challenges for all of us, and only through a coordinated approach from all levels of government can we change this. On January the 25th, vote for a candidate with experience, a candidate with passion, someone prepared to make change. On January 25th, vote Maurice Brenner, a strong community voice, Ward 1.
Hello, Pickering residents. Nancy Granados here, running to be your next city councilor. I am here to be your voice. I believe this is not about one person, but this is about a community with a strong voice. I myself grew up here in Ward 1. I went to Ganda City Agon Elementary School, and from there, Dumbarton High School. Ward 1 is my home, and like anyone and their home, we want the best for our home. I believe I can make a difference in this city, because this city has made a difference in me. I am here to be for the people, by the people. Your concerns are my concerns. There is no issue too big or too small that we cannot face together. Pickering is a beautiful and diverse city. Let's continue keeping it great. Let's face this future together. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Lisa McFarland, and my goal is to be your new City Councillor for Ward 1 in Pickering. City Council should reflect the diversity of our community, and I believe that I'm a strong representation of this diversity. I am a Canadian, a woman, a wife, a mother, an immigrant, a visible minority, an educator, an active volunteer, and a small business owner. I represent a wide cross-section of our community that is not currently represented on City Council, and I understand the concerns and issues of my fellow residents. I will bring a fresh perspective that is needed to reflect the inclusive and multicultural landscape of our community. I will be a catalyst for change, and I will work collaboratively with the other members of Council to make Pickering even more dynamic. A councillor who lives in Ward 1 is essential to truly represent the community's needs. As a 12-year resident of Ward 1, I will offer authentic representation to the council. We need to attract business to Pickering, particularly along the 407 corridor, to ensure the job creation accrues here. With this job creation, we will reduce commuting and improve the quality of life for our residents. This business growth will also broaden our tax base and help ease the pressure felt by residential taxpayers. My commitment to the people of Pickering is to ensure that this growth and development is managed in a fiscally, environmental, and sustainable way. We need a strong, diverse female voice in City Council, and I am that voice. On January 25th, vote McFarland. Thank you.
Hello, City of Pickering, Ward 1. I am one of your candidates, Anthony Navarro, and I am your best logical choice this time around. It's a by-election, but there's a lot more at stake here than just filling in an empty seat. It's also about who is going to best represent your community, yourselves, and as well as understand the individual issues, and boy, is there some that we need to address. Everything from making sure we can grow sustainably, not just grow for the sake of it and just price gouge ourselves. There's no reason to. We're a team, a pretty large team, I might add, but a team nonetheless. And of course, I can't just be one councillor and say I, because we all know that there is no I in team. So I'm asking you to elect Navarro in this by-election for Ward 1, because there is always a chance to make sure we can grow sustainably, to have the rights that we deserve, to make sure bylaws and administration are working just as well as our infrastructure is supposed to be and not crumble under the weight of necessity. You need a voice that can speak on your behalf without the political jargon. Vote Navarro in this by-election.
Hello, Ward 1 residents for the City of Pickering. My name is Anita Auto, and I want to represent your voice at the City Council. I have expertise as a policy researcher and political analyst, and I am determined, but I'm also pragmatic. I am passionate, but I'm also rational and efficient. I would focus on youth unemployment, transit services, and sustainable solutions in green technologies. And I would also do so in a fiscally responsible and thoughtful manner. I want to see a government that makes better policy, that makes decisions based on the public good in the long term, not short-sighted self-interest. I want a government that respects the taxpayer and the value of their hard-earned dollars. I want a government that is efficient and seeks to serve as a financial model for its residents. While most people have good intentions, I have the expertise and skills to contribute not only to the social capital of the City of Pickering, but also to the policy outcomes that will shape the future for its residents. A vote for Auto is a vote for jobs, infrastructure, and eco-awareness. On January 25th, I hope I can count on your support. Thank you, and have a great day.
Hi, I'm Lisa Robinson. What do you think of when you think of politicians? Most of you don't have a very high opinion and may use words like corrupt, thieves, scandalous, liars. They can't be trusted, and they're all the same. They say or do anything to get your vote and then forget all about you once they're elected. This is why so many of you have fallen out of the habit of voting, why you don't believe in a democracy, and why you think your vote doesn't matter. Well, I'm a new breed of politician. I'm Lisa Robinson, and I'm going to bring back what's been lost in politics. Democracy, what politics is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about you, the people. It's supposed to be about our families, our community, to be kept informed, because it's not a democracy when decisions are being made behind closed doors. I promise, as your city councilor, to keep you informed, to meet with each and every one of you at least twice a year so we can get to know each other on a personal level, and we can go over any issues that we have in our neighborhood, with no closed doors, with no lies, and no scandals. I promise to have integrity, to listen to each and every one of you, to be your voice, to make sure that what you say counts. I want you to believe in me and that democracy does exist, and that you and what you say matters. I am here to fight for you. I'm here to fight for your families and the future of all of our children and our communities. All I'm asking is for a couple of minutes of your time on January the 25th to vote for me, Lisa Robinson, so together we can make Pickering's future a successful one. Thank you so much for listening to me today. And I just have one more thing, is that the constituent who called me regarding the walking bridge, could you please contact me, as I've misplaced your information and I'd love to talk to you. And that goes for anyone out there. Anyone who wants to contact me, please contact me. Thank you.
Greetings, Ward 1 residents. For those of you who have not met me before, I am Peter Rodriguez. I was recently elected as Pickering Regional Councillor. I served for 4 years on both Durham Region Council and on Pickering City Council. What makes me the best choice compared to the other candidates? There are a number of excellent reasons. I have a proven record of experience and trust. I was involved in Pickering politics and supporting residents' concerns long before I successfully ran as a candidate and was elected to Pickering Council. Previously, I was an outspoken activist who led many actions for improvements in our city. Community engagement has been a priority for me. I have undertaken numerous activities to increase residents' involvement. I have a solid record of representing the interests of residents and serving the community's needs. Now, Pickering is a wonderful place to live. However, there are issues that need to be addressed. Everything from the location of a casino and cell towers to speeding cars and sidewalks. The biggest issue in Pickering is property taxes that are simply too high. I have continually voted against raising property taxes. I moved several motions each year to further reduce the budget expenditures so that you would have more of your money in your pocket for your family's needs. I am available full-time to serve and assist residents with all matters. Please visit my website, yourvoicepickering.com, and for additional information, yourvoicepickering.ca. Please contact me with any questions. I will be your voice, but I need your vote for Peter Rodrigues to make our city a better place. Thank you.
I'm Alma Sandoval. First of all, I wanted to say thank you to Rogers TV Durham for having me here and for giving me the opportunity to speak to Ward 1 residents. As a Pickering resident, there are many issues that I'm passionate about, but the main thing is to know and understand what the issues that affect and are important to Ward 1 residents are, like the gentleman on Iyer Drive who had a light post installed at a school, at a new school, right behind his house, and every time he goes out on his backyard, it's like there's a major sporting event happening there. Or the gentleman who wanted to know about bicycle lanes in Pickering. Another one wanted to know what our take is on the future of the Pickering power lands. Yet another one wanted to know about when the wading pool that was promised is going to be built in his local area park, in the local area park. These are the issues and the questions that I've been asked about as I've been walking the streets of Pickering distributing my flyers. I printed about 3,500 flyers, and I'm almost halfway through distributing them, and it's been very enlightening. It's been very eye-opening. It's given me a very strong outlook on what the issues that affect Pickering Ward 1 residents are. If elected, I look forward to the opportunity to work with the members of City Council. In the past, there was a lot of infighting, but I'm very happy to see that this group is working in harmony, and they have a very strong vision for the future of Pickering, a very strong progressive vision for the future of Pickering. Pickering is a great community to live in. I've raised a family there with my husband, and I'm looking forward to being part of that vision and building it for the future. But the main thing is I want to encourage the almost 24,000 eligible voters to go out and vote, to make your voices heard and go out and vote on January 25th. Just go out and vote. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Gary Strange, a candidate in the upcoming by-election in Ward 1 on January the 25th. Over the last 22 years, Connie and I have had the pleasure of raising our 2 daughters in Pickering, and I've had the unique opportunity to both work and live in this community. I have had the distinct pleasure of volunteering with the Ajax Pickering Board of Trade, Wounded Warriors Canada, the Rotary Club of Pickering, and the Durham West Arts Centre Foundation. Too often I've witnessed candidates struggle to answer what is to me the essential question for anyone seeking public office. Why are you running? I am asking for your support, as I believe this is an important time for the City of Pickering, and that I have a proven track record of working collaboratively with all levels of government and business, and would bring a positive influence to continue to move this great city forward. Council needs to focus on the following 3 issues. We need to increase economic development on our employment lands in order to reduce the pressure on the residential taxpayer. To do this, we must solve gridlock on our roads. If elected, I would advocate for the expansion of Steeles Avenue to 4 lanes from the York-Durham line to Markham Road. This would provide us with a much-needed northern relief route that would reduce congestion within the City of Pickering. And finally, important infrastructure projects are necessary to not only make our city more livable, but to stimulate our local economy. We must find a solution to connect the east and west shores of Frenchman's Bay to complete our waterfront and make it more accessible. As well, the construction of a performing and visual arts center in our downtown core would be a signature landmark of Pickering for generations to come. Above all, it would be an honor to serve you as your representative for Ward 1 on City Council. On January 25th, vote Strange. Vote for Gary Strange. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chris Vliet. While working with residents, our school community, and business owners, I felt I could do more for the city of Pickering by being a counselor. I can bring a strong set of business skills, which I've acquired from my business, from working with IBM for over 30 years, as well as 5 years in public and private sector health, where I retired as a chief information officer. I've met many of you at your door since our campaign began, and if we haven't met, I hope to meet you before Election Day. Pickering is a changing, growing, vibrant community. I see some challenges, but I also see amazing potential for years to come without sacrificing our environment and the small residential pockets that are quiet and unique and make our community so inviting. As we grow, we need to ensure we have the health and cultural facilities, industry, infrastructure, and services for our neighborhoods to be the best that they can be. And I'm confident we can do this. I will be responsible for addressing those day-to-day frustrations many of you have shared with me at your door by working with the city as well as other levels of government when required. I will also be responsive through hard work as well as through my project executive, my communication skills, my team building skills, and my issue management skills. And I will all do this all with respect for our taxpayer dollars. Thank you.